Let's take a closer look at 2023 MotoGP aerodynamics, since the updates get more and more extreme. For those who are new to my channel, I worked for Audi, McLaren, Force India and Racing Point at their aerodynamic departments, and today I'm a self-employed motorsport consultant. So if you need help with your project, feel free to contact me. The most extreme and innovative manufacturer is Aprilia, and also this year they brought new interesting features. They even didn't use them in the first test, although they had the package with them and already on the bike, to give competitors less time to copy. The Aprilia bike looks very aggressive and has a pretty smooth design. If you want to know more about the background of the Aprilia MotoGP team or Aero features like wheel covers, mid-diffuser, front wing, rear wing or rear vertical wings, check out my other MotoGP videos below. In general, for MotoGP bikes, it's all about stability and to plant these bikes on the ground with downforce in 4 main situations. Straight line braking, so no lean angle, corner entry, braking with lean angle, corner middle and exit, downforce with high lean angle, and straight line acceleration, no lean angle. So let's start at the front. One obvious detail is how Aprilia fine-tuned the front fender. It's now more an Aero device than a fender. They use a slot to avoid leading edge separations and it's cut short to not create additional drag and improve the flow to the radiator. There's even a little kick up at the trailing edge. One new feature is the hand wing, which develops the wheel cover concept further. Wheel covers created a curved surface close to the ground when the bike is leaning. So the air got accelerated and they created downforce directly at the fork, so the unsprung part of the suspension. That way, the downforce does not have to go through the suspension and can act directly on the wheel. The hand wing now becomes a wing close to the ground in a corner and creates extra downforce. Aprilia uses this feature at front and rear axle. They still use their large front wing, which helps them to keep the front wheel on the ground to be able to apply power earlier. They're angled to create additional front downforce in a corner, more on that in my other videos. But now there's a new 2-element wing each side, which connects to the fork. It mounts higher to not interfere with suspension movement, but they also use the vertical element to guide the air along the bodywork. The horizontal part picks the downwashing flow up inboard and twists to a more aggressive angle outboard for additional downforce. So this device would help in straight line situations. Another very interesting feature of the Aprilia are the slots either side of the windscreen. They are likely to be fed from the high pressure area in front of the radiators and they could create a kind of air scarf around the rider's body while cornering to get cleaner flow to the rear wing. And the rear wing itself is a very interesting feature as well, as there are 2 main kinds. A horizontal wing for more rear stability if you change from one corner to the other, and vertical wings like Ducati has them, which help them with rear downforce while leaning in a corner. So these vertical wings help them to apply more rear brake at corner entry, and this is where Ducati gets most of their advantage. They can brake later and deeper into the corner because their bike is so stable. It's a different world compared to non-aero bikes which constantly have the rear wheel up in the air while braking. So for these rear wings you have to decide if you want a horizontal wing for overall stability or vertical wings for better corner downforce. Or you do it like Yamaha and combine a massive horizontal wing with aggressively curved angled vertical wings, which theoretically gives you the best of both. This is likely to be copied by others. As we could see at the Aprilia, these wings can be produced very quickly by 3D printing them in the truck, right at the track, so they can be updated super fast as well. The large, bulgy side surface becomes a diffuser while leaning in a corner and creates lots of downforce right in the center of the bike. But this requires the surface to be very smooth and cooling exits have to be pushed up. So all in all, there are new innovative features growing on every MotoGP bike. Aprilia is the most aggressive manufacturer in terms of aerodynamics, and we can expect more interesting features in the next months. The main objective for teams is to generate as much rear downforce as possible while cornering, so they can use the rear brakes as much as possible and get earlier on the throttle. How do you like the latest MotoGP Aero updates? Let me know in the comments below and check out my other MotoGP videos in the description.